Alright, stream looks like it's going good. Let's shut this door. I think we're gonna have to do this with the light on. It would be asinine to do it without the light on. Welcome, welcome! Welcome all. I thought I was streaming Fortnite tonight, but I was like, you know what? After looking at my shorts from yesterday, I was like, let's just nip this in the butt and get this done. There we go. All right. Money Makes Life, what's up, my man? First one here. Galaxy, second one here. You love to see it. What's up, guys? How we doing? Can you hear me all right? Everything look and sound good? Yep. All right. So, we are going to be doing some surgery to our gaming, or to our streaming PC. It's time. I have all the components, and I think it's just time to do that. I'm going to have to disconnect all these fans. It's all right. We knew that going in. We're going to need a good Phillips head screwdriver. You're Gregular! What's up, my man? Well, well, well. You ready to learn something, Greg? Because Professor's in, and his name is BeauDeez. Alright. So I think the first thing we should do, actually, let's unseat the graphics card. Graphics card is an RTX 3090 Ti. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Would it be easier to walk in your view? Let's go ahead and unplug the graphics card. A lot of play there. I almost think I'd rather disconnect it here and leave it plugged in the way it is. That's going to be a lot easier. Alright, graphics card is... Once we get both of these disconnected, graphics card's disconnected. One more PCIe to disconnect from. Boom! Alright, we're going to be using all of those again. So really, the goal is going to be to leave everything in here as clean as we possibly can. And yeah, just kind of plug and play. Plug and chug. Tricky the Mad! What's up, my man? We're going to tear out the motherboard, and we're going to replace a lot of components of our streaming PC. It's time. It's time. I'm going to try not to use the drill as much as possible, but it's time. And I think, you know what? I think what I should do is lay this on its side right now, or lay it on its back, excuse me. Let's do that. So right now we're going to unseat the graphics card, and then after the graphics card's unseated, we're going to unscrew the majority of the AIO cooler, and then after that's done, whoa, bro. Me learn? You mean you ready to learn something? Greg. Oh, you're a funny guy. You are a funny guy, Greg. That's what I like about you, is your sense of humor, bro. Alright, we're unscrewing the screws on the side right here that seat the graphics card. And then I need to now remove it from the motherboard. So there's usually just like a little thing that you can... It's in there. And look, it just came right out. My 4090 is twice this size. It comes out to like right here. It's crazy. What did the computer have during his break time? He had a bite. Tricky with the jokes already. You love to see it. Alright. This is something. This is easily the most. This is $1,000 right here. Brand new. This GPU is $1,000. So We need to take extra special care of it. I don't think it's going to go on the table. I think we're going to move this big guy. We're going to move it. I don't have my gaming chair either. We're going to put it right here on the ground. Good. I don't want to wear this hat. This is a lifting hat. Alright, so now the graphics card is out. Alright, graphics card's out, as you guys can see. Over here. Yep, there you go. Graphics card's gone. Now we need to unscrew the AIO. Get that ready to be taken off. I think I'm going to take that off first, actually. So the AIO, I have it mounted in the front fans. So first thing we need to do is unscrew those fans. Why did the computer go to the dentist? To get his Bluetooth checked. Oh man. Alright. So that's looking good. And I'll probably take one more cell phone thing. Oh, and I have to remove the M.2 from this motherboard. Which I don't ever anticipate myself using this motherboard ever again. So, guys, all this is, if you know how to work a Phillips head screwdriver, most of this stuff, and I'm using the power drill because it's going to save me time. That's why you buy tools, guys. Buy tools to save time. I'm not going to use this to screw things in, but I will use it to unscrew things. This is going to save me at least 10 minutes right now. So, ooh, there's a lot of dust. A lot of dust. Tricky, I wish I could have Fortnite stream tonight and you'd be there. Sorry, you gotta be seeing this. This probably is not as exciting as watching a Fortnite stream. I don't know, maybe it's more exciting. I would hope not. Who knows? Oh, we should bring this thing screw here. Alright. Boom. Would have been live sooner, but I thought I was going to do this tomorrow and game tonight, but I just wasn't feeling gaming tonight. What kind of computer sings the best? Adele. Oh man. She looks a lot different. She don't even look the same. At least 5 minutes. Okay, now the AIO is unseated. Here's the radiator for the AIO. Look at that. You see how dusty that is? That is, I've had this computer since 2021. The AIO is one of the things I did not change. Actually, let's move all the new components away. So we've got thermal paste, we've got a RAM. This is RAM from my old gaming PC. This RAM, I bought it for like $150. It's probably worth $500 or $600 now. This is the AIO cooler, the new one. I used to have this on my gaming PC. It's a Republic of Gamers one. And it comes with its own fans, so we're gonna actually ditch those fans. Just realized that, so we'll be replacing those fans. And then here is the whole reason we're doing this. This is a Gen 5 motherboard, and this has a Ryzen 9 7950X3D. It has 3D cache in it. It's going to run much faster, much better. It's going to be able to encode better. My shorts will look better. My stream will look better. Everything's going to look better because of that. Okay. Now I'm looking at the AIO. Okay. Wish I had another camera. I didn't feel like setting all of it up though. Actually, do I even need to remove the AIO? Because I'm not keeping the CPU. I don't think I even need to do this. Same with the RAM. Same with any of it. The only thing I need to do is unseat my network adapter for faster internet. So I don't even think I need to unseat the AIO from the motherboard. Hey TJ! What's up, my man? That is not good. I need that. Another screw to seat things into the case from the motherboard. Alright, that's good. Now what's this? Oh, that's for the, this is for, so I have a, this is a capture card, 4K Pro. This does not work with my setup that I have. I would like to see if it does work. That's for another day though. And here's my network adapter, so I can get super fast internet. 2.5 gigabit adapter. There we go. Going along well. It's going swimmingly so far. We're only about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes in, but yeah, it looks like it's going pretty good. All right, I'm gonna need my cell phone now because I want to take a video of all the pins and connections to make sure that everything stays the same. You guys can see some of my insanity. Hello, Future Beau. Everything went well, I'm assuming. Not assuming, everything did go well. I'm just going to show you, I'm talking to myself in the future right now. I'm going to show you the bottom pin connectors one more time. Looks like they cross over there on the right, if you see that. So, but they look like the same cord. Okay, you've got rainbow on there. You've got the other one there. That's another USB. The thick cable right there to the left of the battery, that's another USB, and then the one with the tag is the one to the left of that, and the super colorful one is right there. Alright, and then the AIO is right there. I assume that's another fan right there. There's the motherboard power, there's another motherboard power, and then there's the third motherboard power. Okay. I envy you, Future Beau, because everything's good where you are. Alright. Healthy amount of talking to myself. Now let's unseat the motherboard. Well, no, first we have to disconnect everything. Now, normally right now, if I wasn't talking to you guys, I'd be listening to a podcast. There's a really good podcast on the Sean Ryan Show about angels and demons, mostly about demons. But the guy's Catholic, and I think the glasses is the devil, so that's neither here nor there, though. So let's start unplugging stuff from the motherboard. That's unplugged. good. Oh my god, this is glued in. This is a pre-built computer. I didn't build this one. Okay, let me just preface that. I wonder why this is glued though. I'm seeing some type of epoxy on this. And I sure as hell did not do that. I just want the cord. I don't care about the cable. Why would you epoxy it like that, bro? This was when you couldn't get a graphics card. If you could get a graphics card in 2021, I would not have gone pre-built. Yeah, dude, there's like an F-ton. What is this? Someone glued that in. Stupid, dude. Alright. That's done. What's nice is I don't care about the motherboard, so whatever happens to the motherboard, I'm not saying it's going to be damaged, but if it gets damaged, I don't give a crap. Why would this guy come up? Dude, that's just a straight plug though. Good? Because we're using all of these connections. This build's gonna be a quick one. I'm not changing out the power supply. Trash Can! What's up, Trash Can Fortnite? Mitch Jewel. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, brother? Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the channel. Right. Goes to one of the fans. This is the RGB to the AIO. Good. Okay. That's good. We just have the main power connector to the motherboard. It's the most stubborn plug. This is, I think, a 12-pin plug. It does not come out easy. I did change the power supply on this. I had to change the power supply when I upgraded graphics cards from the 3080 to the 3090 Ti. There we go, got it. All right, everything's unplugged from the motherboard. None of the connectors are in the motherboard now. So now it's just a couple of screws. Take this off our power drill. This tool is really cool. This came with my my chair. Here's the tool that they gave to put my chair together. So now, we just unscrewed, or not unscrewed, we're unscrewing now. We just got rid of all of the power connectors to the motherboard, and now what we're doing is removing the screws that seat the motherboard into the case. And after that's done, we should be able to take all this out. Usually there's 5 to 7 of these screws that house the motherboard into the case. God, I love magnets. Except for under electronics. Having a magnetic tool, which this is a magnet. This thing's magnetic, so. Hey, Shadow, over on TikTok, what's up, my man? Thank you for the love, brother. I appreciate you. Alright, I know that there's a screw in the center. I see it. I feel like Tony Stark working on Iron Man right now. I actually do. Guys, I would encourage all of you to do this. I couldn't do this 3 years ago. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. And I just started learning. I bought my pre-built. My first pre-built built in 2018. And I installed new RAM on that. And then I bought another pre-built in 2021. I upgraded the RAM. Upgraded the power supply. Upgraded the fans. And I replaced the graphics card. And it was during that build where I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. This is not going to be something that BeauDeez just can't wrap his mind around. There's another one. Another screw. I think this should be... Oh, there's two screws right here. And I'm going to save these screws. I don't know if I have the screws. I should have the screws from my old motherboard, but you know what's crazy is if I had done this when I moved, I should have just done this. I should have done this as soon as I moved. Jake Warren, what's up, Jake Warren? Welcome. OMG, be careful. Oh, I am. Nothing's connected. Guys, the first thing you do, the very first thing you do, if you're going to work on your computer at all, rule number one. It's kind of like gun safety. Rule number one of gun safety, never point a gun at a human being. I think a lot of people that are scared of guns get that misconception. That's the first thing they teach you. Never, ever, ever point your gun at a person. That includes yourself. Rule number one of PC building. Never, ever, ever have your computer with the power plug plugged in. The power supply, which is on the back. That's the first thing you do. You unplug it, which eliminates any chance of shock. I'm still holding on to something. That part's up. Is there a screw underneath these screws? I mean, that's still screwed in somewhere. But where? Where would I do another screw? I see it. It's hiding under a cable. So we got one more screw. So that's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. This guy had 10 motherboard screws, which I didn't even use on my gaming PC. I feel like that's a little overkill. So, now that that screws out, do we get a little bit more play? Yep, this sucker's coming out. This sucker's coming out. Goodbye, so long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, is this? Is this routed in the back? It sure does feel like it. I'm getting some hug on this guy. Oh, it's wrapped around it, bro. I had a cable wrapped around. I had a cable that's going wrapped around a cable that's staying. Did I route it underneath? That is the question. I might have to stand this guy up, because the button board's not going to come. I could remove the AIO though. That's what you could do. You could remove the AIO and try to figure this out. Yep, I think that's the best thing to do. So let's remove the AIO. I said I wasn't going to, but I'll go ahead and do that. Kind of feels one-way roadie right now. Uncle Charlie, what's up, my man? I love to see you on multiple streams, dude. If you got fitness questions, bro, happy to answer them right now. It's still screwed in pretty tight to the chip. I'll tell you, having an obsession with power tools definitely helps in a situation like this. Alright, that one's out. Which one's sticking? Or is it just sticking because of the thermal paste? Because this one feels out too. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I was hearing a clicking with the other one before. Can you remind me of Kevin James, Doug? Are you telling me that I remind you of Kevin James? Jesus Christ, it is time to lose weight, guys. Holy fudge. Time to lose some weight. Still sticking. Get the top two out. Isn't that what's still there? No, homie, it's out. No, homie, it's not. Yeah, it's still sticking. Let's just get the counterclockwise turns. Nope, and then this one's there we go. Yeah, it was out. Decent amount of thermal paste. I definitely know why my CPU has had problems cooling now. I'll move all of this to the side. Anyone wants a Gen 4 AIO or a Ryzen 3900X? Let me know. Got one now that I will never use again. So now, the big thing that we're removing is gone. This is the motherboard. See, it's not too scary, guys. Let me show you. Here's the motherboard. Right here. That's the processor. That's all the thermal paste on there. That's what I had to go to Best Buy and pick up. And they actually put more thermal paste on the outside than the inside, so they did not do a very good job with this thermal paste. Alright, where can I put this? Oh no, I gotta remove one thing from this. I gotta remove the M.2. The hard drive. That's pretty important. Probably should have done that while it was still seated. C'est la vie. What are you working on? I am swapping out and upgrading my motherboard, my CPU. Where do they have it? That's the heat sink. It's got to be underneath here. I'm upgrading my CPU and my motherboard from Gen 4 to Gen 5 because I have a motherboard and a chip that's just lying here from I upgraded my gaming PC in May because I was noticing frame drops and I wanted to put a new CPU in, and so I bought a CPU online and it was not a good CPU. So I upgraded my streaming PC and I upgraded the motherboard and I upgraded the RAM. So now I have a CPU, motherboard, and RAM that are brand new, that are just sitting here not doing anything. And I've always wanted to do this, but I just haven't had the time or the need to do it, and I think I have the need now. Why is this sticking? There's my M.2 right there, baby. 1 terabyte. And it's screwed in too. So let's unscrew that. This is my hard drive right here. Unscrew it. Perfect and schlag. Voila. That's my hard drive. That's what a new hard drive looks like. Hard drives used to be like the size of my fist, and they would have a moving disc in them. You should shave your hand on a live. Shave my hand? Why, bro? Does my hair not look good? You guys can never see my hair. Now that the motherboard's removed, we should be able to route and get access to the AIO needs to be taken out. And literally that's it, guys, and then we're going to be working on the new stuff now. So now, I take this old motherboard and just put it over here temporarily. I'm going to put this in the box that my current motherboard's in right now. And that's done. Alright. I'm gonna have to stand this up and open up the back cables to see where this cable is to get it out. It's the RGB cable, which I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. No, that's a fan cable. Where's it to this guy? This guy has 3. It's a 3er and it's got a gray at the end. Let's see. So now all that's in the case are fans and cables and the power supply. And power supply, of course, guys, rule number 1 to PC building is what? Nothing's connected to electricity. That's right. Very good memory, class. No, we're not in class. I hate school. Let's open up the back and see what our issue is with this cable. I already got thermal paste on my hands. Wouldn't be PC building if you didn't have thermal paste on your hands. I should have my head on live. Like a camera? That would probably make more sense. I don't have a camera that I can do that with though. Chill out. So it's this cable right here. Okay. Oh, it's connected into my RGB control. Perfect! Now the AIO is done. Now we have to play with the AIO. Perfect. We're done. AIO, gone. Money! It's going a lot quicker than I thought. Famous last words. Okay. So that's my RGB controller. I'm not interested in RGB. I don't care about RGB. Alright. So I think now it's time. I'm going to go ahead and just chill on this for now. Honestly, I haven't had the front panel plugged into this for a while either. But now, because of my thermals, but now I'm starting to see why my thermals were the way that they were. Because there wasn't thermal paste connecting the AIO cooler to the processor, so... No, shave my hair on live? Dude, I've got barely any left. I'm 40. I'm hanging on to it as it is. Uncle Charlie. So, Uncle Charlie, you went... I just read... I was 325, now I'm 180. That's awesome, man. A1C was 1. A1C was 18, now 5. Nice. Very nice. In the hospital for 10 days. I'm sorry to hear that. Cold plunge, 3 minutes a day, not today. Water was 26. Yesterday the water was 30. I went in. Nice. Carnivore. Yeah. Carnivore's not a bad diet. Any type of elimination diet is usually pretty good. Alright, while I've got this off, I'm definitely going to have to... I'm not going to use these fans. These are the old fans, and I've got nice Republic of Gamer fans, so let's actually, before we get into anything else, let's get rid of these fans in the front. So let's find out where they connect. Let's get them disconnected. Let's see this one first. Goes right here, perfect. That should literally just pull it out. Now we have an extra computer fan. Gone. And number 2 for the AIO, right there. And then with this bad damage in it. Was he the lower one in the motherboard? All the old fans out except these top two are Corsair fans. The Corsair fans have their own independent connection. So if I'm unplugging all of these, I think it would be safe to just... Is this it? This is definitely working. Yeah, that one's moving. Look at this. So let's unplug that. Money. Another thing gone. Making progress. Orion! Looks nice. Thanks, man. How you doing, Orion? How was your day today, my man? Do anything fun? Won any Fortnite games, my man? Here's this one. Okay. This is why I do not do wire routing. It just complicates things. If you look at the back of my gaming PC, it's a freaking mess. But I know where everything goes, and it's super easy, so... Easy. Still me, that's fair. This is a 3 right here. Oh, this is to the actual controller. Okay. Well, what about this? Where does this one go? I'll figure it out. I think the old RGB controller though is little to no use to us anymore. It's still kind of just out of an abundance of caution. Alright, so we inserted the cable this way. Is this the cable? This is, that goes all the way up. I'm following it. This is a fiber. Okay. I think this is this last one right here. Yeah, it has to be. If it isn't, we just plug it right back in, guys. I'm telling you, it's not rocket science. I'm telling you, this is the easy part. The hard part's software. This part I know we'll be able to get done. Alright, and now this span is gone. Done. My day's been good. Nice, let's go. Alright, fans are done. Let's put this right here for now. Now I think it's time to take a look at the motherboard. Yep, that didn't take us too long. We've only been streaming for 40 minutes. 40 minutes took us to get everything out. Nice. Okay. knowing where everything goes. Let's see. Wish I had a bigger fan for this. Alright, let's see here. Where does this guy go? I think this guy goes into the motherboard. What else is connected in here? This would have to be the last fan. No, I took all the fans out. I would love to get rid of this controller on the back. I just need to figure out where everything goes. So all the old fans are out. All the old fans except for one. And it's this guy. He's gonna have, let's see, which one belongs to you? The one I'm pulling. And this one directly into the motherboard. Right? Two of them? Oh, this is a Corsair fan right here. Good to know. If I want to change the fan orientation, which I might, because you're not getting any intake. Alright guys, so the way airflow works in a computer, top fans and rear fans should be exhaust, and front should be intake. So you have a positive pressure. So air comes in this way, comes out this way, comes out this way. And it wouldn't be that difficult for me right now to reorient these. And then let's take a look at the AIO. The AIO, wherever it fits in this case, is going to decide. That's going to be the decision of where we put this thing. So here's the radiator for the AIO. Oh man, I'm not seeing the screws for these. Fudge. That might be an issue. Let's see. Will definitely fit right there. Won't fit right here. That will definitely be a flippin' issue if we can't read. And it won't go up here, so the AIO is going in the front. Alright, so that's already solved for us. These fit through this. They will. Perfect. We can use the old screws. I just got really nervous there. And now all of that nervousness is gone. I would love to get an extra fan in here. I have an extra fan. The more fans, the better, guys. Fit another one right here. Nope. You have to put it at the bottom, and the bottom's already taken. We'll get there when we get there, Bo. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Alright. Here's the exciting part. The motherboard. The motherboard. Where did I put that guy? It's right here. So let's slide the case to the side. Nothing valuable in there right now. Let's move all of our screws over. Good. Let's get the motherboard out. It's a ROG Strix X650. Okay. I guess let's install the M.2 because it's right here. This is the M.2. We're going to install this into the motherboard. Right here. I had it backwards. Goes in just like that. Let's push down, and I guarantee you that screw works. It worked. Money. M.2 is in. The CPU is already seated, so I don't see myself. I'm not going to take that out. Let's get a towel. Let's clean off this. It's covered in thermal paste. Just going to clean that. This is a microfiber towel. You can clean your screens with this. And now, ooh, that chip's pretty. Pretty chip. Motherboard doesn't have any of that gunk on it. We still have the mount for the other AIO. There were no screws in the AIO. There were none. No screws in that, right? Literally no screws. I've got them lying around somewhere. I thought I had all of this figured out. Let me see here. Yeah, that AIO is going to need something to screw on top. It absolutely has to. And that's the old one. I bet you I've got it in a box. I know what box it's in. One thing at a time, Bo. Let's finish the gotta get the heat sink on top of our hard drive. And the screws are already in here. That's really nice. For me, good job. Right there. And that's why that screw wasn't even supposed to be there. Because this heat sink goes on top of it, and then you screw the heat sink there. Down so I'm not blocking the camera and you guys aren't just looking at my back. I find the best place to do, yeah, that's it, screwed in. Screws fastened. Good. Alright, M.2 is installed. So the old hard drive is already in here. Okay. Put the RAM in. Rustin Fox, what's up, my man? Welcome back. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. All right. Let's put the RAM in. Feel good to be in your old house? Stick in. Other one. You'll hear a click when you put the RAM in. Alright, RAM is in. I need to find these now. I need to find the top screws for this guy. There's no screws in here, right? Let's see. Check underneath the motherboard and make sure they're not there. I don't hear any though. I don't see any. No, Bo, where'd you put them? I've got two different boxes I can look in. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. I'm literally missing 4 screw tops. I do not want to have to go back to Home Depot. But I can. Don't want to, but I can. That'll let the stream real quick. It's not in this box, which I thought it was different ones. Right, because the AIO goes on top like that. Why would they be in the AIO box, Bo? Maybe they're in the new motherboard box? I got a couple more places I can look. I know I wouldn't throw them away. It's again, I moved. Should have done this as soon as I was doing surgery on the other one. Here they are. Thank frick. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh, man. Oh, in a bag. Right here. They were in... Here are all the screws, too, to the frickin'... Oh, this is awesome. Oh, eureka. So there's these little pins that mount the AIO to the motherboard and then tighten it to the hard drive. Yep, here they are. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, St. Anthony. Thank you, Lord. Alright. Let's take a look here and see. I think I'm going to do all the PCIe mounting, which your PCIe are these bottom ones right here, if you can see. This one, and this one, those are all PCIe. Graphics card will go right there. We've already got the M.2, that's chilling. Good. Very good. Okay. Now, let's do... So we've got that in, we've got our RAM in. I think it's time to put the motherboard in. Or would it be easier to... I think it would be easier to mount the AIO right now, to be completely honest with you. Well, we're on the new AIO. AIO is a cooler, all in one. That's what the A, I, and O stand for. It's working. No boats, not a rare occurrence. Shouldn't be surprised that they are. Right, that's definitely a motherboard. Yeah, they're all motherboard connections. It fit in the motherboard before, Bo. This is the new motherboard, so I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's going to be easier to mount the motherboard and do everything like that. So we're still too premature with the AIO because we're doing everything reverse. So we took out the graphics card, we took out all the PCIe slots before. Now what we're doing is we're going to install, and then the last thing that we did was the motherboard. So now what we're going to do, we're going to set this back on its back, and we're going to install the motherboard into the case. Exciting stuff. Right. And I've got my screws from last time. I'm so smart. I love when I'm smart. Guys, be organized with your stuff. Seriously, if you do this, be super organized with your stuff. You'll thank yourself in the future. Promise you that. Alright, new board is in its new home. Which again, I should have done this flippin' months ago. Oh, I'm gonna have to... I know I'm missing a cable for the power. I know this one takes 2. Go. Almost there. There we go. You can tell it's flush because this is the motherboard. So once that fits flush into the case, which cases are pretty much universal. So now I can use my old screws, or I can attempt to use these. I'm sure there's motherboard screws in here. Those are definitely the screws for. Yep, here they are. Here's the motherboard screws. This one. Looks clean, Orion. Did you build your PC or is it a pre-built, my man? Either way, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I mean, I'm always glad you're here. You know, you and I are bros. I'm glad you're here, though, because if you ever decide to upgrade your PC, you want to put new RAM in it, you want to do something to it, now you can. And there's tons of YouTube videos online on how to do everything. So... fear not. Okay, let's put the first screw in. Let's see if that fits. No, it doesn't. You know what? I think I'm just going to use the case ones that I already have because they look substantially smaller than these big beefy guys. I think those are actually from my last case. I don't actually remember. Could be to something. Oh, they might be to the fans. Get a magnetic screwdriver. Cool thing to me. And a magnetic screwdriver with an extension like I have right now. You don't want to be sticking your hand. Alright. First one's in. First one is in. The motherboard is already starting to sit pretty in here. Let's frickin' go. And each case has little screw lineups for your motherboard. They should be very, very easy to identify and see. Those are what you use. Just make sure that the screw holes on the motherboard match up with the screw holes on the case. And it's literally just you plug and chug. And you don't want to over tighten anything, guys. You should hear, or you should just be able to feel the screws connect, and when they start to get tight, that means they're threaded, and you're good to go. You built it? You built your own PC? Bro! When did you do that? My guy Orion's smart over here. That's why he's my guy. My guy Orion. Orion! PC builder. I'll give you half a V-Buck if you can tell me what advertisement that's from. I'm already giving you a big hint where that song is from. It's from a commercial. Still working, yes sir, Shadow. Yes sir, Shadow Blocks. I'm always working. I'm always doing something. That's good. I think we have the center screws now. Yep, I see them. real good. As Google would say. Put that on real good. That's done. That's done. That's done. That one's done. That one's done. Honestly, I don't need to screw any more in, but I see a couple more. Just out of an abundance of caution. We'll screw all of these in, but if you only had a couple screws, I think you could probably get away with just doing like 4. I'm gonna tell you, this thing right here, you can buy this at Home Depot for less than 10 bucks. It's magnetic, okay? You can put any drill bit that has a hex bit like this. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. Pretty sure that's it. I have one more motherboard screw, but I'm not seeing where it would go. Yep. Yuppers. Michael, what did I tell you about yuppers? I told you not to say it. Is because that's not in. Wow, Bo, that would have been terrible. In though. That's coming out. That's not good. M.2 heatsink is I know. There we go, that was the issue. Here's a little turning thing, and the M.2 heatsink. It just needs to be turned. No! What are you doing? Okay. Alright, I think I've got it. Look, more sound like fun. Ambitious fucking chair. I need to stand up though, I sit down way too much. I should have to reseat the CPU. That should be good. That's it. I can already plug in 2 things. Plug this in while it's on its back. And this is how it's going to remain though, so. That's it. Oh, I think X is the area. tres. Consult that video here. Shaolin Monk. Mung. You got that RTX 5090? No, but I got a 3090 and a 4090. My 4090 is right over my gaming PC. We're just upgrading my my streaming PC from AM4 to AM5. So we're going from Gen 4 to Gen 5. Got a really nice chip in it. I got a 7950X3D. And I have a better, more efficient AIO cooler. And this is just my streaming PC. So an RTX 3090 Ti will be fine for that. Same with the chip. Actually, it's like overkill. I can still game on both that GPU and the CPU. I have a nicer version of both of those. So, all right. The last thing we'll do with the AIO is put it onto the CPU. I'm getting that Area 51 5090 rig going from a PS5 Pro. Bro, nice. I don't even know a PS5 Pro, I just got a PS5. That's awesome though, dude. Are you gonna build it yourself? No, you said it's an Area 51, so is it a pre-build? Guys should build your own stuff, guys. If you can. I understand getting an Area 51 build is really cool. I'm from Arizona, so I know all about Area 51. Love that. While we've got the back exposed, I'm just going to take a quick look, because we're missing... Not missing. Oh, I really don't want to have to unplug the power supply. There should be 2 plugs up here, and there's only 1. That's my issue right now, because this board's going to pull more power. Is this the other... Ah, no, it's a PCIe. Wait, is this a PCIe, or does it say CPU on it specifically? I bet you it's going to say CPU on it specifically. Yep, which it's a 8-pin. So I need an 8-pin connector. Oh, there's a moth wing in here. My last house we had a moth infestation. Let me tell you, that sucked. That's an extra PCIe. Let me get my old knees down here and see. It's not a PCIe. PCIes are only 6 and we need an 8. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I've got one. Let me just double check and make sure. But I should have one, and I think it's going to require both. So now we're going to have to unplug the power supply, which I was not planning on doing, but it's a quick fix. And I'm going to have to clean my room tomorrow. It's real dirty in here. There's just like crap everywhere all over the floor. This is the original power supply that came with it, with the computer that I have right now. And I think we're just going to borrow one of the CPU cables. It would be great if I didn't have to unhook it. Let's borrow this. Yeah, that's a CPU one. There we go. CPU to CPU. But I mean, the power supply literally is just 4 screws down the bottom. Flashlight. It's the SATA extension. I think I'm gonna have to take this guy out. We should. Let's just take it out, just to be extra careful and safe. Viper, what's up, my man? You know what's funny? I've been thinking about going to 1080. I've been thinking about going to 1080p and doing I would have to get a different monitor, but I could be on 500. Which would you guys? We got Viper, we got Orion, and we've got Irregular. Which would you rather have? 240 FPS at 1440, or would you rather have 1080p at 500 FPS? Because I know my 4090 will do that. Sitting still. Sitting sideways, always in a daze. Shadow Glock's in here too. Shadow Glock's in the house. Shadow Glock says 1080p at 500 FPS. What's everyone else say? But I also have, it's an ultra wide and it's an OLED, and it works perfectly. That's where I probably want to use it at least for another year. This 1440 I thought was going to be the future, and 1080p is still widely used. Alright, so let's pull the power supply out. It's a 1000 watt power supply. I upgraded this in my rig when I went from a 3080 to a 3090 Ti. That was when I did this. Now it's starting to come out. Take a quick look at the power supply and make sure that we have 2 cables for our CPU. We don't. And we're gonna need it. Wait, we do have 2 PCIe CPUs. We got 3, but I think these are going to the graphics card. Honestly. What's this one? I reuse this as a SATA. I don't know what I power with the... Oh, I power the RGB with the SATA. Alright, there's the motherboard. So that's SATA, which goes to that. PCIe are the same as the CPU.